Hey, Hunt Geeks, it's Chad with Hunt News Network, and we are at Transworld 2018, and we've stopped at Black Moth, and we have Maris of Black Moth. Thank you, Maris, for stopping with us and chatting. Tell us what you brought to Transworld this year.
Well, we have some new things this year. Last year, I had a little bit smaller of a booth, but I've expanded. I make and do everything myself.
Wow.
So
All of this?
Everything is 100% me.
By you?
By me.
Wow, okay.
I do all of the collecting. So probably one of my favorite items I have this year is my real human skull. 100% real, and yes, it is legal.
Okay.
It's not an ex-boyfriend, contrary to popular belief.
Thanks for letting us know.
We haven't seen him in a while, though.
Okay.
So we do bone cleaning. I do mummification. So anything that I find, I put in about 6 different drying agents for 6 months to mummify the specimen. I do, let's see, we've got wet specimens. So they are preserved in formaldehyde, and then that is leached out and preserved in isopropyl alcohol. So nothing is killed for the purpose of display, I promise. Everything is a natural death, and I spend all year collecting for this booth myself. So.
I was going to say, where do you find, I guess you could find a mouse here and there, but where do you find?
So I know a lot of snake breeders, for example, that give me snakes. These, like this guy, I went on a road trip this summer collecting, and he came from eastern Oklahoma. I found him while hiking. People bring me things, so found little possums, groundhogs in yards, all that good stuff. So these were actually shipped in from, these are from the Caribbean. These wash up on shore occasionally and just naturally pass away. So he's been mummified and preserved.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a lot of going around, finding things, making connections.
Yeah.
I have people every year at Transworld bring me dead things.
Really?
Yes.
Like to the show?
That whole box is full of dead things that someone has brought me.
Oh no.
So yeah, I've got collectors all around America.
So is there a stench that actually has to happen in your booth after a while?
No, actually. No, everything is preserved very well. It's got coatings. Now.
I was referring to people bringing you dead things.
Well, so, yeah, some of it has to go back to the car for a little bit before it can be preserved. But
sure.
My studio doesn't smell too great. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Sure. Well, you got to start somewhere, right?
It's not the cleanest job, but I enjoy it. I actually, this May, so I'm a full-time high school art teacher right now.
Oh wow.
And I've been teaching for 6 years, and this May will be my last year, and Black Moth will be full-time.
Really?
So this started, 6 years ago was my first Haunt Con, and they had one real cow skull in a world of everything being fake. And I said, someone's gonna purchase that? And he was like, yes. And all of a sudden, light bulbs went off in my head. Because I've collected all of this stuff. My great-grandmother is full-blood Cherokee Indian, and she would take me into the woods, and I was always taught, you find a skull, you take it with you.
Really? Okay.
You know, that was always just natural to pick things up. And so I had all this collection. I told myself the next year, I said, I'm going to get a booth at Transworld. And now it's a full-blown business.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to open up a store in Dallas and all over the place. So
that's an awesome story. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Yes, I'm glad y'all came in. You don't get all that just walking into the booth.
No. The backstory is the most important to us.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so.
Well, gosh, and each of these, like the mouse skull, I collected from an abandoned barn in Texas. The sagebrush is from Arizona. The moss I collected in Colorado. Like each piece
has its own story.
Oh yes.
Wow. It's not just things you found on the road.
No. And every dome has at least 4 to 5 states represented probably, and a lot of them, I have amethysts from Brazil. I have some of my bigger beetles that are shipped in from Thailand, that I've got friends over there, so.
Wow.
All over the place.
Well, thank you very much, Maris. It was very nice and interesting. I had no idea that there was that much of a backstory, but I appreciate you sharing that with our listeners.
Well,
where can they find out more about you on the socials?
So right website up here, shopblackmoth.com, and my Instagram, blackmoth. I am constantly updating my site. You know, nothing's replicated, you know, 2 or 3 times. It's always very unique pieces. So.
All right. Well, thanks again.
Awesome. It's good meeting you.
It was nice to meet you as well. This has been Chad with Haunt News Network, bringing you all things haunted. And make sure you're locked into our socials to take care of everything Transworld 2018.